save the legs. Once again, forward to halt. Thanks for that big roll over down there on the exit to turn 4.
Regan, or Grumpy as he's now been named, the Bangor in second. Former European champion Lee Fairhurst in.
That's all the bed show.
So away we go then, or at least most of them do, as several get involved in a schmozzle away to our right, who goes on his merry way. Left of it is completely gone, so that'll be a black flag for him, or the one with the... On that we see the third place of 514, then 264, 1... And the leader's gone through with 9 laps done. It's 5 next time, Alex. Meanwhile, week 27 and others get hooked up. Spooky's gone round and half the placemen have gone. All of us. To be fair to car number 10, Paul's not looked particularly strong all night. And with the way that back tyre is, Steve Nelson as well in 470 also has been in the wars throughout proceedings. 158 Shane Davis looks very powerful as it makes its way to the racing line. If you're getting involved in this, it was a rather large one, madam. I think 294 has got much left in the locker. Shane's certainly got even what 522 had in mind there, but Shane Davis in 158 avoided that, and that's definitely going to sort the men from the boys down there. 5221 for 66 Mark Rogers. Looks as though we're down to 4, although Shane gets moving again. Their Derby set for a head-on. It was rather feeble, but it was a head-on, and that's what we... Jethro from the Reading area, 27.
Whoa, and there goes 724. His night just went from bad to worse as he fell foul of Harvey, who was... Yeah, oh, then that's just as well. There's a bit of luck.
And Terry, oh, look at this, they're almost free abreast of a turn number 4 there, and it wouldn't work, and Terry goes spinning around. The driver's door comes flying open. Oh dear, and hitting the Arco very hard here is car number 701 down in front. Cars fairly together there going down into the turn, and Keith Cullen gets spun by Senso. Oh, he's got it sideways, and Keithy boy's hanging on to that steering wheel. Great driving from him, but he's going to lose the lead. And once they come round the turn, 450 is challenging for the lead now. 450 Simon Brown fancies his chances. He comes down the straight, gets it wrong. A 194. 529, Keithy boy moves back up the third place. In 194, round the turn he goes, but it's 575 who hangs on, and Cecil gets caught up with a back. 529 then is the race leader. Keithy boy Colin opening out a bit of a lead there. George Heath coming under some pressure from Harvey. Oh, right man, and that 450 gets spun out by T-boy in 575. Down the straight into the turn, Keithy boy's in the Armco, and looks like 641 is going to away. 641. In second place, George Heath. And very obscure angles, especially the one on the inside there on the 450 car. Red flag. We have a okay, and it's our track champion there that's gone upside down. That's Harvey Duval leads the way. Down that back straight he goes. It's George Heath in second in car number 641. Oh dear, 863 Tom Payne, he's out of it. So Cecil 194 gets into contact. Take the win in this final event. As he comes around the turn, Terry Boy tried to hook him out off the centre.
To bigger things, and I'm sure again several of these drivers will go on. Drama on the back straight, waved yellow, Mr. Star the red, so red with problems in the early stages, and half the field are gone straight, and they're going in all directions there. 474. Oh, and they've literally gone in all directions. Harvey turned aside, so this could settle a few early doors and sort the men from wins. 736 and 194. Keep them coming, Mr. Starter. Some of these are still back towards Heath, and the buddy on the back cross for Alex is right in front of him, so that makes life simple. So drama on the back straight, so they've gone in all directions there as 860 Ashley Reid. 7 fabulous view of the racing, but one he could probably do without. He gets himself to safety. So 271 James Vokins is having a night to forget. The Shoreham map for grass. 529 has now taken up the running. There's more knocks and smashes coming over on turn 3 as they 62 make up the top 3. We'll line them up. 529 Black Cross, 700 getting rammed, 701 going round here on the home straight. I'm not sure who the Black Cross was for actually, we'll confirm who that was. 860, so it was just about all of them. You could say it's looking very tardy over there. And it's clear. 7, a roll over nearly for one on the scoreboard bend, and it's the other one in the tardy teams. The rest are a long way back. 727 gets well over as he normally does. Oh, and there's a couple more gone flying in there, which include Ryan in 736. They've gone piling in on the turn. At the moment, all seems okay. I think there may be some kind of oil or something down there, because they've all gone absolutely steaming into the bend. George Heath is away. Louis Hazel goes in for a bit of the action as well. So here's the leader, who's in 736, wants another share of the action. And you can tell that he's a normal National Banger driver. So through they go then. We've lost Harry. 1 lap to go. 417, despite that, Black Cross is up to second. There's more involvement over there on turn 3 as they're going in all directions. If necessary, we'll take back, but there isn't an awful lot else still moving. So with that, the red flags go out to end the Rookie Banger Grand Final and to conclude proceedings here for their final here this evening over 15 laps of the course. So we're away then, away we go. National Bangers. Really good action. Oh, we've got a rollover somewhere. Red Mr. Stardust. Oh, a double rollover. So Clem Beavis, is it? Possibly Gonzo? Maybe it may. So we're away once again. Getting well and truly hooked up. Also involved in that is 294. They go through 75. Oh, a spectacular roll onto the speedways out of harm's way. So on the side of Shane Davis. So the rest of the cars will gradually come through in their own time, and as they do that, we'll take any of them back. We'll ask for a red flag to end. 757. 5 next time, Mr. Starter. So it's 3 next time, in fact, not 5. So 3 next. 7 has run into them as well, but he's still got momentum. So 3 laps, but 757 has gone. So 27 is the leader. So the fight to the finish. The last car running will take the DD. Remember, they can go anywhere around the circuits, as long as it is on the main track. 264. And there's a few piling in under the scoreboards. I think there might be a few more joining in here. Look out for 24 and 883. So piling in over there. And the question is, who will break free? 24 Jason Cuddy, 264 Mark Wellen goes flying in. So surprisingly, they look still pretty good. .264 after the 27th, the final kill. I think it may well be, or is it? 4 and 27 are going to. 184 has lost a wheel on the back kit.
What I want to know, who said we're coming down here to work?
And now I would imagine that 522 might be set about here. We'll see. 728 Spike, who's rather strong. Right, let's find out the early leader for you. And it's 894, young Mark Almeida that leads. In the end, a race won by 894 Mark Almeida. We'll see him on his lap of honour. It comes up the home straight. It's lap number 5, and surprisingly we've not lost that many. So the leaders. Meanwhile, Bodger in 843 and Chris Woods in 863 getting mixed up. The big old beasts of 6 on the love bus. There's not much love here as 264 and 863 said about each other. 885's back end is looking wonky, and he doesn't want a doctor. 923rd, meanwhile the horse box takes a pounding. So we're down to the closing stages, 522 and 885. And over it, they're going to win nothing in the speed stakes. And we are going, we're on the home straight, knocks and bangs coming as the coach forces its way through. Kingy gets spun aside in 206. Peppa Pig, though, should live to fight another day. Lap to go, but he doesn't want to get mixed up, and he's been run into the parked car. So in 863, here comes the squad. 728 after some straights. I felt that up here. So 863.
Have to push him out of the way, and around goes the 700, backs into the pit gate. George just has to take him in his stride. Scrapyard Dave is out of it with a puncture. In fact, he's got 2 punches. A lot of them into pit bend at an indecent speed. Around goes Rigby. Somebody had to go, and it's Sam. Scopes, he goes back into the lead. Nobby cops one right in the side, and over he goes. And for a mighty roll back on his wheels with the Gary Aylward breaking us on the back stretch with Weevil in and Harvey getting taken out big style by George Heath, and then hit head on ever until the checker flag's gone out. But Cecil looking as good as it's